Get 50% off a subscription to IBJ and Inside Indiana Business. This Cyber Week only, get unlimited digital access and the award-winning IBJ newspaper at half off. Stay ahead with the stories, insights, and trends shaping Indiana business. But hurry, this deal ends December 5th at midnight. Visit ibj.com/cyberweek to get 50% off your subscription today.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Friday, December 5th, 2025. I'm Alex Brown. Downtown Indianapolis will be the epicenter of another big weekend in sports as the Big Ten football championship takes place Saturday at Lucas Oil Stadium between Indiana University and Ohio State. Indiana Sports Corp President Patrick Talty said excitement for the game, as well as the basketball showdown between IU and Louisville at Gainbridge Fieldhouse on Saturday, is in the air.
Downtown is going to be popping, and I think a lot of people are going to come down just to experience the excitement of this and be a part of this and just take in the celebration of Big Ten basketball and football. And, you know, we sold out of suites. This is the earliest sellout of suites we've ever had. We were sold out over 3.5 weeks ago, and the fans just started snapping things up, and people are excited. This is going to be a great matchup.
Visit Indy expects a near sellout of hotel rooms in downtown Indy as well. The Starke County Planning Commission voted unanimously Thursday to advance a proposal for a 12-month moratorium on data center projects. The measure now heads to the Starke County Commissioners, though a vote has not been scheduled. If approved, the county would become the fourth to impose a data center moratorium, following Marshall, White, and Putnam counties. Newsweek is out with its annual ranking of America's most responsible companies for 2026, and 11 Indiana-based companies are among the 600 businesses included. Indianapolis-based Elevance Health is the highest-ranked company at number 202, followed by Kimball Electronics and Jasper at number 272. You can view the full list at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Thanks for listening to this IBJ Media podcast. You're probably going to remember this ad. Do you know why? Podcast advertising works. 85% of listeners recalled hearing an ad during a podcast, and 70% of podcast listeners have acted after hearing an ad. So whether you're looking to be heard across the entire IBJ Media podcast network, sponsor one of our shows, or just start with a 30-second ad, IBJ Media can help. Contact advertise at ibj.com to learn more.
The Indiana Department of Education has announced a joint investment of about $75 million with the Lilly Endowment to advance the state's education priorities. IIB's Aubriana Herron has more.
The initiative, which state leaders describe as one of the most significant public education commitments in Indiana's history, aims to ensure every student is prepared for long-term academic, professional, and personal success. The effort includes $40 million from Lilly Endowment and $35 million in state funding. Together, the resources will support accelerated literacy gains, strengthen STEM pathways, and improve digital learning tools for students across the state. Indiana Secretary of Education Katie Jenner says the funding will create tremendous value for Hoosier students, educators, and families. Much of the investment will go toward improving literacy statewide, expanding the summer learning labs, and strengthening Indiana Learns, a grant program that connects students with reading and math tutoring services. Lilly Endowment Chairman and CEO Clay Robbins says the organization is especially pleased to help strengthen elementary and middle school reading instruction aligned with the science of reading. You can view a breakdown of the funding allocation at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Aubriana Herron, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Greene County General Hospital is planning to discontinue obstetric services at the end of January. Officials said this week the move is part of a planned transition in response to what they call long-term trends affecting rural hospitals across the country. The hospital, located in the city of Linton, about 90 miles southwest of Indianapolis, said the decision follows a comprehensive review of a variety of issues, including staffing and physician coverage requirements, ongoing reimbursement challenges, and declining birth volume. However, CEO Brenda Reitz noted that the end of OB services does not mean the hospital as a whole is closing. A Fishers therapist is expanding her services to help people with disabilities learn job skills through the One Day Cafe. Kids Innovative Developmental Services owner and president Shelley King noticed that many people with disabilities face the cliff, or a sudden loss of services after high school graduation.
There's other job skills that can include customer interactions, cleaning skills, assembly, budgeting, inventory skills, things that can apply to any job, daily life. It's called executive functioning skills. So really we're looking to teach them the confidence to apply it in any job that they go into.
King is working on networking with local businesses to create relationships and provide job opportunities for those involved in the program. IndyCar legend Tony Kanaan is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now on the IBJ Media app or your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
From breaking news to in-depth articles, discover the advantage of unlimited access to all news from IBJ and Inside Indiana Business with our limited time trial. Get started now at ibj.com/trial offer.
Thanks for listening to this IBJ Media podcast. You're probably going to remember this ad. Do you know why? Podcast advertising works. 85% of listeners recalled hearing an ad during a podcast, and 70% of podcast listeners have acted after hearing an ad. So whether you're looking to be heard across the entire IBJ Media podcast network, sponsor one of our shows, or just start with a 30-second ad, IBJ Media can help. Contact advertise at ibj.com to learn more.